Hello. All right. Just get the channel set up here. Okay. Hi. So we are live on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and I almost forgot to go live on TikTok, but my phone is dead, so maybe we're not doing that. Just a sec, let me get my phone charger. Hi. I'm live, but you can come in.
You know, your camera's not pointed this way. Do my laundry break, and you can't see me.
All right. So, for anyone who, hi, Lynn. Hey, Gail, Lynn. Hey, how are you? It's been a little while. Hey, Janine. It's been so long since I've seen you too. So both of you and everyone who's watching, Jonathan, I have a new album coming out on October 17th, and it's on pre-order right now. And as maybe you know, pre-orders help independent artists like me get all of the pre-orders count towards the first week of sales for getting on charts and stuff. So if you want to pre-order, that really helps. I'm trying to get to at least 1,000 pre-orders by October 16th, the day before it comes out. I'm trying to get to 200 by tomorrow. And the reward for if we reach that goal is I'm going to do a live stream with my twin sister, Alex, singing on harmonies on Sunday, which is the day before I leave for Japan. So we have to reach it by then. Otherwise, I won't be able to do that live stream with her after that. Hi, David. Hey, Trev. Hey, Will. So earlier today, I was live streaming earlier, and we got to a pre-order goal of 15 during that live stream. So I said that I sang a song that I haven't sang before publicly, and I said I'd do some Harry Potter bedtime story reading, which I've done a lot of in the past. It's been a little bit, so I can do that. So I'm going to do a little bit of singing, a little bit of Harry Potter reading, and see if we can get some more pre-orders. So just to give us an update on our numbers, we were up to 145 pre-orders by the time we finished the stream earlier. And since then, we got 3 more. So we're at 148. So I'm wondering if we can get to 160 by the end of this stream. That's 12 more. And we need to get to 200 by tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow. So I think we could do it. What do you think? It's only $10. Yeah, Eric can act out the characters. It's only $10 to do digital, and you also, whatever you pre-order as, there's digital, there's CD, there's vinyl. The vinyl and CD have beautiful artwork and hidden messages and all the lyrics and photos and everything. And you, no matter what kind you get as a pre-order, you get both singles that are out already as instant downloads, and you get 2 exclusive bonus tracks that aren't on the album. You can only get them from pre-ordering. You get those as an instant download as well. So, yep. 200 by Saturday. So I'm going to sing a couple songs. We're going to do a little Harry Potter reading. David, could you send me that link and tell me what page we're on? Oops. I might have it. I might have Harry Potter, the link. Let me find it. Oh, I think I have it. But if you remember what page we were on Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which is the 6th book, second to last. But I don't remember which page we were on. Sweet. All right. I do have the link though. I'm on it. Hey, Kirk. Hi, Janine. How are you? So you can pre-order at, I'm going to put the link in the chat. You can also find the link in my bio and also on my website, chrisangelis.com. Supporting musicians is awesome. That's the link in the chat. You can also pre-order on Bandcamp. I'm not sure if you can pre-order on iTunes. Where is iTunes? Let's see. I'm going to look if where's iTunes? iTunes Store. iTunes Store, Chris Angelis. I don't know if it's available for pre-order on the iTunes Store. I don't think it is, unfortunately. Where's Goodbye Captain Fantastic? Oh, there it is. Okay, so anyway, we are currently at 148 as far as I understand. We're trying to get to 160 by the end of tonight. If we get to 160 by the end of tonight, let's see. Maybe I can try playing another one of the songs. I don't know. Okay. Chapter in excess of 5. Do you know what page that is or what number of chapter that is? My phone is turning on, so I can go on live on TikTok in just a minute after it turns on. On the iTunes Store, searching for Chris Angelis Sigh brings up the left atrium. Interesting. Okay, phone is turning on. Going live on TikTok. Come on. So, which song should I play?
My favorite parts of my
Janine, do you have a favorite song of mine that you want me to play? I'm just thinking about when you came a couple of times to my show when I was playing at Universal City Walk. That was fun. Okay. Hey, Andrew. Oh, we're only on chapter 5? Sweet. Okay. So, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Do you remember what page we were on in chapter 5? Or is it just the beginning? Okay. I'm going to play a song. It's called My Quiet. It's from the album The Skies We Look To, which I was confused about the other day because I forgot that this song is what the album title comes from. You're my quiet in a crowded room. Storm that's rolling off my shoes. Minor chord in a hopeful tune. Dust that settles a sweet perfume. I'm just trying, oh, I'm just trying to get back to you. You're my flower on the interstate. An easy shot that ricocheted. I'll walk away, but I'll walk slow. And if I'm honest, I've nowhere to go. Janine, I'm playing at Hotel Cafe again on September 30th. I hope you can come. And I'm just trying to get back to you. You're the eye hurricane, blindfold shot with perfect aim. Are you gonna be here, Janine? Golden hour before the dark, an open heart that left a scar. We try to celebrate the skies we looked to and have what it takes. We made wishes anyway. So hearts that we're breaking could beat another day. You're my quiet router room. Hey Chuck, how's it going? Minor chord and a hopeful tune. Everybody check out Chuck Leah's music. And I'm just trying, I'm just trying, I'm just trying to get back to you. Chuck, put up some emojis. Everyone who's watching on Instagram, check out Chuck Leah's music. He just put out a record called The Road to Medicine Bow. I sang on a couple of songs on it. It's great, and you should definitely listen to it. You were talking me up to who? You should be talking up your own self. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Sterling. How's it going? So yeah, check out Chuck's album. I know. So I was thinking about that. I thought I was going to be in Japan. I was going to go to there's this event in where we play golf with people, and it's a charity event, and it's really fun. That's where Sterling and I met. And he was also in a movie with Emma Bell, my friend. And anyway, I said I couldn't go because I was going to be in Japan, but turns out I wasn't. But then I hadn't planned to go, so didn't want to like mess up everything. But I was actually filming a commercial instead. So, but yeah, it's always a fun time. How was it this year? Was it good? Was it cool? Yeah, we're actually leaving for Japan on Monday. So I'm thinking, so I have anyone who doesn't know, or people who do know me and don't know this, I have an album coming out in October. It's called Sigh, like Pepe Le Pew, Le Mew, Le Boohoo, Sigh. And it's a full-length album. And if you pre-order it, which it's available for pre-order right now, you get 2 bonus tracks. And so you can get it digital, CD, vinyl. Here's the link. Let me put the link in the chat. I don't know if it shows up on Instagram, but it's in my link in my bio. Please buy it. It's the best thing that you can do for musicians is to buy their music if you want to support them. It's only $10 for the digital, only $15 for the CD, $30 for the vinyl. It's beautiful, beautiful artwork and fun hidden messages and meanings and stuff in the artwork. So check it out, please. We're trying to get to at least 12 pre-orders during this stream. We're at 148 right now. I want to try to see if we can get to 160 by the end of the stream because we're trying to get to 200 by the end of tomorrow. And then I'm going to do a live stream with my twin sister, Alex, singing harmonies. And then we'll be on to the next goal because we're trying to get to at least 1,000 by the end of the, before the album comes out. So Sterling, Chuck, I think Chuck already bought one. Thank you. And everyone, please check out Chuck's album, Road to Medicine Bow. He's an incredible musician and songwriter and singer, and he's also a paleontologist. He literally digs up dinosaur bones. How cool is that? And he has a giant beard and a cowboy hat that whenever we're together, I have to try on his cowboy hat and take a picture. I sang on his album too, so. Play free bird. If I leave here tomorrow, will you still remember me? Hey Dawn, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Did you pre-order the album yet, Dawn? I know you're awesome and you always support. Okay, I'm gonna play one more song. Let's see if we can get some pre-orders during this song, and then I'm gonna do a little Harry Potter reading because that's something that we do. That's something that we do because I streamed earlier. We got to our goal, and do I still play a different story? Oh, I could play that. Let me see if I can still play it. Yeah, I can give that one a try. And then I'm gonna do a little Harry Potter bedtime story reading. Wait. How does different story go? Oh gosh, let me just listen to it really quick just to make sure. It's one of them. I mean, it's my 5th most popular song on. Oh my dear. Here we go. It's my 5th most popular song on Spotify right now for some reason. Thank you, Dawn. Oh my dear. Please tell me a different story. This one's getting boring. There's no happy ending. And I keep crying. When I should be rewriting instead of only trying to fix what I cannot mend. Jen, got any teas for the party? What do you mean? Will I have t-shirts at the hotel cafe? Yes. And I know what it means when they say history repeats. Mine is the story of him. When I saw him on the shelf, I saw a fairy tale. But ever after turns out pretty grim. So tuck me in tonight and don't turn off that light. Just sit with me till all better sets in. I love Matchbox 20. Oh my dear, please tell me a different story. This one's getting boring. There's no happy ending and I keep crying. When I should be rewriting instead of only trying to fix what I cannot mend. How will I learn if the page this story it won't change. If I let the golden moments fade as the sun has gone away, all my stories poisoned by what might have been. But the anecdote of hope is the story of who knows, and it's infinite right now, so let's begin. Let's make history. Let's make history. Let's make history right now. Let's make history. Let's make history. Let's change history right now and start again. Hey, Brandon, thank you so much for those gifts. Hey, Angie Ashok, thank you so much for being here. For anyone who doesn't know or anyone who is a fan and wants to support, I have a new album coming out and you can pre-order it right now on digital, CD, or vinyl at the link here or in my bio. It's called Sigh, and I'm trying to get to 12 pre-orders during this stream. So we can get to, because we're at 145 right now. I'm trying to get to 160 to get to 200 tomorrow. So if anyone is thinking about supporting and can afford the $10 or $15 for the CD, so you get all the artwork and stuff, I appreciate it. You can get it on Bandcamp. You can get it at the link in my bio. I don't think you can get it on iTunes though, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do that chart on iTunes because it wasn't put on there. But iTunes takes a lot of the money anyway. So we're going to do a little bit of Harry Potter bedtime story reading. You're welcome. Thank you, Janine. And yes, if you come to the Hotel Cafe on September 30th, I hope I'll see you there. That will be so fun. The tickets are available at the link in my bio. Get them now because they are pretty limited. And you can also get VIP tickets, which are very limited. You get to come in early, do pictures, get priority seating, a free themed drink. And there's going to be all the merch there, t-shirts and vinyls and CDs and stuff before it comes out. So come on out. Shoe 1, shoe 2. Yes, I took my shoes off. This is my mug that says, well, it's kind of coming off now, but it says, don't half-ass anything. Always use your full ass. We're going to do a duet. All right, let's work it out. All right, so let's do a little bit of Harry Potter bedtime story reading, and then I'll do a couple more songs, and then maybe a little more reading, and we'll see if we can get some more pre-orders as we go. Okay. Last paragraph, seconds later. Okay. Harry stifled a yawn behind his hand. Bed, said an undeceived Mrs. Weasley at once. I've got Fred and George's room all ready for you. You'll have it to yourself. Haley. Why? Where are they? Oh, they're in Diagon Alley, sleeping in the little flat over their joke shop as they're so busy, said Mrs. Weasley. I must say I didn't approve at first, but they do seem to have a bit of a flair for business. Come on, dear, your trunk's already up there. Night, Mr. Weasley, said Harry, pushing back in his chair. Crookshanks leapt lightly from his lap and slunk out of the room. Good night, Harry, said Mr. Weasley. Harry saw Mrs. Weasley glance at the clock in the washing basket. As they left the kitchen, all the hands were once again at mortal peril. Fred and George's bedroom was on the second floor. Mrs. Weasley pointed her wand at a lamp on the bedside table, and it ignited at once, bathing the room in a pleasant golden glow. Though a large vase of flowers had been placed on a desk in front of the small window, their perfume could not disguise the lingering smell of what Harry thought was gunpowder. A considerable amount of floor space was devoted to a vast number of unmarked sealed cardboard boxes, amongst which stood Harry's school trunk. The room looked as though it was being used as a temporary warehouse. Hedwig hooted happily at Harry from her perch on top of a large wardrobe, then took off through the window. Harry knew she had been waiting to see him before going hunting. Harry bade Mrs. Weasley good night, put on pajamas, and got into one of the beds. There was something hard inside the pillowcase. He groped inside it and pulled out a sticky purple and orange sweet. Wait. Thank you, Will. Thanks for the gifts. Which he recognized as a puking pastille. Smiling to himself, he rolled over and was instantly asleep. Seconds later, so it seemed to Harry, he was awakened by what sounded like cannon fire as the door burst open. Sitting bolt upright, he heard the rasp of the curtains being pulled back. The dazzling sunlight seemed to poke him hard in both eyes. Shielding them with one hand, he groped hopelessly for his glasses with the other. What's going on? We didn't know you were here already, she said, a loud and excited voice, and he received a sharp blow to the top of the head. Ron, don't hit him, said a girl's voice reproachfully. Harry's hand found his glasses, and he shoved them on, though the light was so bright he could hardly see anyway. A long, looming shadow quivered in front of him for a moment. He blinked, and Ron Weasley came into focus, grinning down at him. All right? Never been better, said Harry, rubbing the top of his head and slumping back onto his pillows. You? Not bad, said Ron, pulling over a cardboard box and sitting on it. When did you get here? Mom's only just told us. About 1 o'clock in the morning. This morning. Were the muggles all right? Did they treat you okay? Same as usual, said Harry, as Hermione perched herself on the edge of his bed. They don't talk to me much, but I like it better that way. How are you, Hermione? I don't understand what news you are telling, what to tell. What? I'm just reading Harry Potter. Oh, I'm fine, said Hermione, who was scrutinizing Harry as though he was sickening for something. He thought he knew what was behind this, as he had no wish to discuss Sirius's death or any other miserable subject at the moment. He said, What's the time? Have I missed breakfast? Don't worry about that. Mum's bringing you up a tray. She reckons you look underfed, said Ron, rolling his eyes. So what's been going on? Nothing much. I've just been stuck at my aunt and uncle's house, haven't I? Oh, no, come off it, said Ron. You've been off with Dumbledore. It wasn't that exciting. He just wanted me to help him persuade this old teacher to come out of retirement. His name's Horace Slughorn. Just a second, I need to plug in my computer. It's gonna die. Just a sec. Sorry, I have to go find my computer charger so that I can plug in my computer so I can keep streaming. But this will be a perfect time to pre-order my album. Let me give that link one more time, or you can find it in my bio. It's to pre-order Sigh, and you get 2 bonus tracks when you pre-order, and you'll also get a 10% off discount code for all of my merch once I get the merch store, all the new merch up, and I'll live stream with my twin sister on Harmonies if we reach 200 by Saturday, by tomorrow. Yes, I really am a twin. I have an identical twin sister. Okay, I'll be right back. Pre-order. I'll check when I get back. Can't find my computer charger, so computer may die any minute. But we did get, it looks like we got a pre-order. Looks like we got maybe a couple of pre-orders. Oh my goodness. We got 1 and 6. Oh my gosh, we got 7 pre-orders. So we only need 5 more to reach that goal for tonight. Amazing. Thank you so much for everyone who pre-ordered. One thing, truth, are you single? I mean, I have a twin, so. All right. I'm going to keep reading, and then I'll do a little more singing if my computer doesn't die, but I don't know where my computer charger is, which is really not good because I'm leaving to go out of the country for a month in like less than 48 hours. Okay. Oh, said Ron, looking disappointed. We thought Hermione flashed a warning look at Ron, and Ron changed tack at top speed. We thought it'd be something like that. Yeah, TikTok will still be okay. As I said that, my phone died. No idea why. Because it's plugged in. So TikTok died because my phone died. No idea why. I'm so sick of things not working. Anyway, you did? Said Harry, amused. Yeah. Now Umbridge has left. Obviously, we need a new defense against the dark arts teacher, don't we? So, what's he like? He looks a bit like a walrus, and he used to be head of Slytherin, said Harry. Something wrong, Hermione? She was watching him as though expecting strange symptoms to manifest themselves at any moment. She rearranged her features hastily in an unconvincing smile. No, of course not. So, did Slughorn seem like he'll be a good teacher? Dunno, said Harry. He can't be worse than Umbridge, can he? I know someone who's worse than Umbridge, said a voice from the doorway. Ron's younger sister slouched into the room, looking irritable. Hi, Harry. What's up with you? Ron asked. It's her, said Ginny, plonking herself down on Harry's bed. She's driving me mad. What's she done now? Asked Hermione sympathetically. It's the way she talks to me. You'd think I was about 3. I know, said Hermione, dropping her voice. She's so full of herself. Harry was astonished to hear Hermione talking about Mrs. Weasley like this, and could not blame Ron for saying angrily, "Can't you two lay off her for 5 seconds?" "Oh, that's right, defend her," snapped Ginny. "We all know you can't get enough of her." This seemed an odd comment to make about Ron's mother. Starting to feel that he was missing something, Harry said, "Who are you?" But his question was answered before he could finish it. The bedroom door flew open again, and Harry instinctively yanked the bed covers up to his chin so hard that Hermione and Ginny slid off the bed onto the floor. A young woman was standing in the doorway, a woman of such breathtaking beauty that the room seemed to have become strangely airless. She was tall and willowy with long blonde hair and appeared to emanate a faint silvery glow. To complete this vision of perfection, she was carrying a heavily laden breakfast tray. "Harry," she said in a throaty voice, "it has been too long." As she swept over the threshold toward him, Mrs. Weasley was revealed, bobbing along in her wake, looking rather cross. "There was no need to bring up the tray. I was just about to do it myself." "It was no trouble," said Fleur Delacour, setting the tray across Harry's knees and then swooping to kiss him on each cheek. He felt the places where her mouth had touched him burn. "I have been longing to see him. You remember my sister Gabrielle? She never stops talking about Harry Potter. She will be delighted to see you again." "Oh, is she here too?" Harry croaked. "No, no, silly boy," said Fleur with a tinkling laugh. "I mean next summer when we— But do you not know?" Her great blue eyes widened and she looked reproachfully at Mrs. Weasley, who said, "We hadn't gotten around to telling him yet." Fleur turned back to Harry, swinging her silvery sheet of hair so that it whipped Mrs. Weasley across the face. "Bill and I are going to be married." "Oh," said Harry blankly. He could not help noticing how Mrs. Weasley, Hermione, and Ginny were all determinedly avoiding one another's gaze. "Wow, congratulations!" She swooped down upon him and kissed him again. "Bill is very busy at the moment, working very hard, and I only work part-time at Gringotts for my English, so he brought me here for a couple of days to get to know his family properly. I was so pleased to hear you would be coming. There isn't much to do here unless you like cooking and chickens. Well, enjoy your breakfast, Harry." With these words, she turned gracefully and seemed to float out of the room, closing the door quietly behind her. Mrs. Weasley made a noise that sounded like "Tch." "Mum hates her," said Ginny quietly. "I do not hate her," said Mrs. Weasley in a cross whisper. "I just think they've hurried into this engagement, that's all." "They've known each other a year," said Ron, who looked oddly groggy and was staring at the closed door. "Well, that's not very long. I know why it's happened. Of course, it's all this uncertainty with you-know-who coming back. People think they might be dead tomorrow, so they're rushing all sorts of decisions they'd normally take time over. It was the same last time he was powerful. People eloping left, right, and center. Including you and Dad," said Ginny slyly. "Well, yes, your father and I were made for each other. What was the point in waiting?" said Mrs. Weasley. "Whereas Bill and Fleur, well, what have they really got in common? He's a hard-working, down-to-earth sort of person, whereas she's a cow," said Ginny, nodding. "But Bill's not that down-to-earth. He's a curse-breaker, isn't he? He likes a bit of adventure, a bit of glamour. I expect that's why he's gone for phlegm." um, can you sing a song for those who are single in the world? You are so good. I really don't fall in love with you. Are you telling the story? I'm just reading Harry Potter, and I'm going to do a little bit of singing in just a second. Stop calling her that, Ginny," said Mrs. Weasley sharply as Harry and Hermione laughed. "Well, I'd better get on. Eat your eggs while they're warm, Harry." Looking careworn, she left the room. Ron still seemed slightly punch-drunk. He was shaking his head experimentally, like a dog trying to rid its ears of water. "Don't you get used to her if she's staying in the same house?" Harry asked. "Well, you do," said Ron, "but if she jumps out at you unexpectedly, then it's pathetic," Hermione furiously, striding away from Ron as far as she could go and turning to face him with her arms folded once she had reached the wall. "You don't really want her around forever?" Ginny asked Ron incredulously. When he merely shrugged, she said, "Well, Mom's going to put a stop to it if she can. I bet you anything." "How's she going to manage that?" asked Harry. "She keeps trying to get Tonks around for dinner. I think she's hoping Bill will fall for Tonks instead. I hope he does. I'd much rather have her in the family." "Yeah, that'll work," said Ron sarcastically. "Listen, no bloke in his right mind's going to fancy Tonks when Fleur's around. I mean, Tonks is okay looking when she isn't doing stupid things to her hair and nose, but She's a damn sight nicer than Flem, said Ginny, and she's more intelligent. She's an auror, said Hermione from the corner. Fleur's not stupid. She was good enough to enter the Triwizard Tournament, said Harry. Not you as well, said Hermione bitterly. I suppose you like the way Flem says Harry, don't you? asked Ginny scornfully. No, said Harry, wishing he hadn't spoken. I was just saying, Fleur. I'd much rather have Tonks in the family, said Ginny. At least she's a laugh. She hasn't been much of a laugh lately, said Ron. Every time I've seen her, she's looked more like Moaning Myrtle. That's not fair, snapped Hermione. She still hasn't gotten over what happened. He was her cousin. Hi. Is that it?
It was in a canvas bag.
That's Alex's, and it's not my. It's not the right one. I don't understand where it's gone.
Neither do I. Sorry.
Like I had it in the house yesterday.
Like I said, I saw it on the counter earlier, I'm pretty sure. Unless it was this one, but.
What? You feel like I'm telling my story when I'm telling the story of Harry Potter? Because I am a wizard. You're right. How did you know? All right, I'm going to play a couple more songs. Let's see if we got any more. Did we get some more? Oh gosh, what happened? Get any more pre-orders while we were gone? Oh goodness. One, two, three, nine. Oh gosh, what? Okay. One, two, three, 4, 10, 11. So now we're at 156. So we just need 4 more. I'm going to do a couple more songs. How's that? And then we'll do a little bit more reading. I know. I hope that. But Alex's doesn't fit in mine, I don't think. I have a different charger now. So I might lose you. I only have 7% left. What song should I sing? Should we do one of the songs from Sigh or like that Siren Hope? Good night, Alan. Let's do that Siren Hope. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. How's the theater going? Do you know where we're going? Liz Siren Hope. I've been sailing for days, tossing boulders in that rowdy sea, longing for your gaze, like a minefield full of fireflies, drawing me in when I should flee. Are you ever truly satisfied? Would you really want to be? I thought that shine was a lighthouse, but it was just that siren hope, sang me to sleep. Oh yeah, she taught me to dream. Turns out her song was just a joke. Hey, Hal. dark. Yeah, we hid in plain view. We told secrets everyone could hear. You're the siren and the muse. If you come closer, see your hands are numb from centuries of spinning lace. Came to the cliffs, all in ecstasy. Hey Sabrina, left a salt upon my face. I thought that shine was a lighthouse, but it was just that siren. Oh, sang me to sleep, oh yeah, she taught me to dream. Turns out her song was just a joke. I'm just a question. Who wants to be the answer? Weary sailor who cannot read the stars. You keep singing, and I'll be the dancer. I know that shine was a lighthouse, but it was just that siren call. Sang me to sleep, oh yeah, she taught me to dream. Turns out her song was just a joke. Thank you, Dawn. Turns out her song was just a joke. Let's see. Maybe I can. Let me see if I can try to play Matchbox 23 AM. I have not played this before, so don't judge me too harshly. Come on. But my computer is going to die. I don't know where it is. How many did I say that we have? We need 4 more to get to 160. Did anyone get it on Bandcamp? Because I don't see any purchases for today. I don't see any purchases for today. Did it not work? Will, you said you got a Bandcamp one today, but I don't see it. It's not showing up. Turns out her song was just the joke. You're having a rough time, Sabrina? I'm sorry. What's going on? Close. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay, well, I can't look at this and see all the comments, so just a sec. Ugh. Just let me see it. It won't let me. Transpose. Oops, almost knocked over my water. Okay. She says it's cold outside and hands me a raincoat. She's always worried about things like that. She says it's all gonna end and it might as well be my fault. She only sleeps when it's raining. She screams and her voice is strange. She says, baby, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. And she says, baby, I can't help but be scared of it. Oh, sometimes the rain's gonna wash away, I believe it. She's got a little bit of something, and God is better than nothing. In a color portrait world, she believes she's got it all. I don't know if I'm doing this. She swears the moon don't hang quite as high as it used to. She only sleeps when it's rain, and she screams, and her voice is strange. She says, baby, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. And she says, baby, what? I can't help but be scared of it. Oh, sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe it. I believe this. Is it behind the table in the kitchen? She believes that life is made up of all that she used to. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of this. And the clock on the wall has been stuck at 3 for days and days. Thinks that happiness is a mat that sits on a doorway. But outside, it stopped raining. Yeah, she says, baby, well, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. And, oh, well, heaven, she says, baby, I can't help but be scared at all sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe this. Well, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. Well, heaven, she says, baby, I can't help but be scared of it all sometimes. That wasn't the best, but it was something. Did you find it?
No, this is mine, and it looks like it is just different enough that it won't work.
But where's
I
mine?
don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
They're literally both 5 pins, but they're still different. Fucking Apple. You sure you can't charge off the seat?
I could try, but I don't understand where my charger is.
You've hidden it from yourself. I'm not sure. It's a narrower
Thanks.
5 pin.
That was a
Love
good.
it.
I love Matchbox 20. That was a good suggestion. Oh, but it might get flagged now. They're really like hammering down on people for doing covers. I've been getting flagged for playing my own songs. So, did we get any more pre-orders? Sterling, did you pre-order? So where was I? Oh gosh. What was I on the last count? 1, 2, 3, from 1:45, I think. Oh, shoot. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You, ma'am, are special.
Where was that?
As close to your side of the bed as it could get.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. I must have miscounted. So 1. Sorry. 2. Thank you. 3. 4. 10. 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. That's from 145, right? So we got to 160. Yay! We got to our goal! Woohoo! We got to the goal for tonight.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! Hey! Hey, Foxy Shells, how's it going? I know, he's great. He found my charger. All right. You guys are amazing. So, should I sing one more song and then do just a little more Harry Potter reading and have it call it a night? We got to 160. We're trying to get to 200 by the end of tomorrow. And then we're going to do a live stream with Alex, my twin sister, singing with me. You guys are amazing. I don't think I can. I don't know any Hindi songs. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll sing one more song. And then we'll do a little more Harry Potter reading and then call it a night. Should I sing one of the songs from the new record or an oldie of mine? I will do maybe Run, because I didn't do the song, my last song before. I usually sing Run as my second to last song. I think I ate more today. Oops. I think I ate more today than in all the years before. The storm within my soul has been unkind. Hey, Scott. So let's get lost and found, with our hearts beating so loud. They're drowning out the questions in our minds. And we'll run, 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 and run deep into the night. Embrace the dark and count the stars we can see in the light. She said darkness is our friend, but I've always been afraid. There's no compass and no map in this masquerade. Don't know what I'll become, but I heard the morning dove, so I learned to sing a silent serenade. And we'll run, 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 and run deep into the night. Bye, Sabrina. I hope you feel better. Embrace the dark and count the stars we can see in the light. Ooh. into the night. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing Harry Potter reading. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Little mini Chris Crazy dance. Cause we got to our goal for tonight. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. You guys are amazing. Please pre-order my new album, Sigh, digital CD or vinyl. If you pre-order, you get 2 exclusive bonus tracks immediately. Good night. I'm going to read for just a few more minutes. Have a good night, and we'll see you again tomorrow. The link to pre-order is in my bio or right here. I'm going to put it in the chat again for any. Oops. That's not what I meant. To space. That was what I was texting my sister. There it is. And here we go. Just a little bit more Harry Potter reading. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again tomorrow after this. Harry's heart sank. They had arrived at Sirius. He picked up a fork and began shoveling scrambled eggs into his mouth, hoping to deflect any invitation to join in this part of the conversation. Tonks and Sirius barely knew each other, said Ron. Sirius was in Azkaban half her life, and before that, their families never met. That's not the point, said Hermione. She thinks it was her fault he died. How did she work that one out? Asked Harry, in spite of himself. Well, she was fighting Bellatrix Lestrange, wasn't she? I think she feels that if only she had finished her off, Bellatrix couldn't have killed Sirius. That's stupid, said Ron. It's survivor's guilt, said Hermione. I know Lupin's tried to talk her around, but she's still really down. She's actually having trouble with her metamorphosing with her. She can't change her appearance like she used to, explained Hermione. I think her powers must have been affected by shock or something. I didn't know that could happen, said Harry. Nor did I, said Hermione, but I suppose if you're really depressed. The door opened again and Mrs. Weasley popped her head in. Ginny, she whispered, come downstairs and help me with lunch. I'm talking to this lot, said Ginny, outraged. Now, said Mrs. Weasley, and withdrew. She only wants me there so she doesn't have to be alone with Phlegm, said Ginny crossly. She swung her long red hair around in a very good imitation of Fleur and pranced across the room with her arms held aloft like a ballerina. You lot had better come down quickly, too, she said as she left. Harry took advantage of the temporary silence to eat more breakfast. Hermione was peering into Fred and George's boxes, though every now and then she cast sideways looks at Harry. Ron, who was now helping himself to Harry's toast, was still gazing dreamily at the door. What's this? Hermione asked eventually, holding up what looked like a small telescope. Dunno, said Ron, but if Fred and George has left it here, it's probably not ready for the joke shops yet, so be careful. Your mom said the shop's going well, said Harry. Said Fred and George have got a real flair for business. That's an understatement, said Ron. They're raking in the galleons. I can't wait to see the place. We haven't been to Diagon Alley yet because Mom says Dad's got to be there for extra security, and he's been really busy at work. But it sounds excellent. My sister is 2 minutes older. And what about Percy? Said Harry. The third eldest Weasley brother had fallen out with the rest of the family. Is he talking to your mom and dad again? Nope, said Ron. But he knows your dad was right all along now about Voldemort being back. Dumbledore says people find it far easier to forgive others for being wrong than being right, said Hermione. I heard him telling your mom, Ron. Sounds like the sort of mental thing Dumbledore would say, said Ron. He's going to be giving me private lessons this year, said Harry conversationally. Ron choked on his bit of toast, and Hermione gasped. You kept that quiet, said Ron. I only just remembered, said Harry, honestly. He told me last night in your broom shed. Blimey, private lessons with Dumbledore, said Ron, looking impressed. I wonder why His voice tailed away. Harry saw him and Hermione exchanged looks. Harry laid down his knife and fork, his heart beating rather fast, considering that all he was doing was sitting in bed. Dumbledore had said to do it. Why not now? He fixed his eyes on his fork, which was gleaming in the sunlight streaming into his lap, and said, I don't know exactly why he's going to be giving me lessons, but I think it must be because of the prophecy. Neither Ron nor Hermione spoke. Harry had the impression that both had frozen. He continued, still speaking to his fork. You know, the one they were trying to steal at the ministry. Nobody knows what it said, though, said Hermione quickly. It got smashed. Although the prophet says, began Ron, but Hermione said, shh. The prophet's got it right, said Harry, looking up at them both with a great effort. I don't know. I don't know how to tell if my sister or I are sweeter. um, Hermione seemed frightened, and Ron amazed. That glass ball that smashed wasn't the only record of the prophecy. I heard the whole thing in Dumbledore's office. He was the one the prophecy was made to, so he could tell me. From what it said, Harry took a deep breath. It looks like I'm the one who's going to have to finish off Voldemort. At least, it said neither of us could live while the other survives. The three of them gazed at one another in silence for a moment. Then there was a loud bang and Hermione vanished behind a puff of black smoke. Hermione! Shouted Harry and Ron. The breakfast tray slid to the floor with a crash. Hermione emerged, coughing, out of the smoke, clutching the telescope and sporting a brilliantly purple black eye. I squeezed it and it punched me, she gasped. And sure enough, they now saw a tiny fist on a long spring protruding from the end of the telescope. Don't worry, said Ron, who was plainly trying not to laugh. Mum will fix that. She's good at healing minor injuries. Oh, well, never mind that now, said Hermione hastily. Harry! Oh, Harry! She sat down on the edge of his bed again. We wondered after we got back from the ministry. Obviously, we didn't want to say anything to you, but from what Lucius Malfoy said about the prophecy, how it was about you and Voldemort, well, we thought it might be something like this. Oh, Harry, she stared at him, then whispered, Are you scared? Not as much as I was, said Harry, but when I first heard it, I was, but now it seems as though I always knew I'd have to face him in the end. When we heard Dumbledore was collecting you in person, we thought he might be telling you something or showing you something to do with the prophecy, said Ron eagerly, and we were kind of right, weren't we? He wouldn't be giving you lessons if he thought you were a goner, would he? Wouldn't waste his time. He must think you've got a chance. That's true, said Hermione. I wonder what he'll teach you, Harry. Really advanced defensive magic, probably. Powerful counter curses, anti-jinxes. Harry did not really listen. A warmth was spreading through him that had nothing to do with the sunlight. A tight obstruction in his chest seemed to be dissolving. He knew that Ron and Hermione were more shocked than they were letting on, but the mere fact that they were still there on either side of him, speaking bracing words of comfort, not shrinking from him as though he were contaminated or dangerous, was worth more than he could ever tell them. And invasive enchantments, really, generally, concluded Hermione. Well, at least you know one lesson you'll be having this year. That's one more than Ron and me. I wonder when our OWLs results will come. Can't be long now. It's been a month, said Ron. Hang on, said Harry, as another part of last night's conversation came back to him. I think Dumbledore said our OWL results would be arriving today. Today? Shrieked Hermione. Today? But why didn't you? Oh my God, you should have said. She leapt to her feet. I'm going to see whether any owls have come. But when Harry arrived downstairs 10 minutes later, fully dressed and carrying his empty breakfast tray, it was to find Hermione sitting at the kitchen table in great agitation, while Mrs. Weasley tried to lessen her resemblance to half a panda. I think that's a good place to pause for now. I will be back again tomorrow. Mankurt, if you want to see my sister, we will be doing a live stream on Sunday if we can get to 200 pre-orders by tomorrow. We only need 40 more. So I'll be back again tomorrow. Hopefully we can get that going. And thank you guys. Thank you, amazing everybody, for pre-ordering, and Will and Trevor and David. Thank you. Hey, CZQ Media. Hi. How's it going? Just one last thing. I'm Chris Angeles. I have a new album coming out. You can pre-order it now for only $10 digital. You can get the CD or vinyl as well. Beautiful artwork. And you'll be supporting an independent musician by buying their music. And we're trying to get to 200 by tomorrow. Yeah. You can pre-order it at the link in my bio. And I'm just going to put this here. That's the link. Chris, do the digital downloads that come with the CD or LP not count? I don't think they count. It has to be a purchase. I think we got 15 tonight. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Yeah, oh, yeah. We can raid Dree. Okay. Good night. And I'll be raiding. We're going to raid Dree. Raid Dree music. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. See you later. Bye.